Alright, this is the battle Gumpy and I have between each other, and the versus recorder, so it should go by pretty fast. A little faster than the 26-minute long battle it was. Down a little, Gumpy, down.
I'm trying.
Okay, right there. Keep it there. Okay, he sent out Regirock. I led with Kangaskhan. I went for the fake out, get some free damage on him. He went for the T-Wave right there. I know that because of what he does now. I go into Vaporeon as he gets the T-Wave off. That silly T-Wave cost me a lot in this battle, but Gumpy,
I'm trying.
Okay, here, there we go. He was into his I'm a Muck, which is his Swalot, as I try to do my Surf, but I get my Wish off from the last turn. I try to do Surf again, and I get paralyzed for the second turn in a row. Right there. Yeah, I switch out my Vaporeon and go into Finally, which is my shiny Hippowdon, as he has up one stockpile. He goes for the Sludge Bomb. I resist that, and fortunately I don't get poisoned. That would have been very bad. So I get to negate his leftovers with my Sandstorm now. That was really what I wanted to go for. So I set up my Stealth Rock. He goes for the Yawn, as Gumpy showed you. And that way I can go ahead and get up some entry hazards. I have to switch out my Hippowdon now, otherwise he'll go to sleep. So I decided to go into my Kangaskhan, because I know if I do that he'll go into Regirock. So I go for the fake out again, get some extra damage on this thing. He takes some Stealth Rock damage, show them the Stealth Rock damage, right there. So fake out combined with Stealth Rock does about that much so far. Okay.
This is hurting.
Okay, let me hold it for a little while.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
Is that better, Gumpy?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I switch out my Kangaskhan after the fake out, back into Mr. Blue, in case he decides to T-Wave. But he decides to go for entry hazards this time. And that way I can't, negate his T-Wave and get my useless move. He decides to withdraw his Mr. Blue and go back out into I'm a Muck, which is his Swalot. Fortunately, he takes some Stealth Rock damage now, and I actually get the Surf off. I'm not fully paralyzed this time. I do a little less than half, and combined with Stealth Rock, that makes it about half. Okay, after that, what do I do? He decides to stockpile. I think I Wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I Wish, so that way I can get a full health switch in.
I decided to go for an Encore here, try to get Vaporeon stuck on Wish, but unfortunately he switches, so that doesn't really do anything for me.
Yep. And the one I switched to is my Lucario, so I can be immune to Sludge Bomb. And this is my Sword Stance Lucario.
Yeah, I kind of figured he would try to power up, so I just went for a Yawn to try to make him go to sleep, hope for make him switch out.
Yep, that was a good move on his part, because he gets the Yawn off. I have the Sword Stance, so I have a +1 attack over him. I decided to just go ahead and sacrifice my Lucario to sleep and get the kill on this guy. So I go for the Earthquake, +1, super effective, and at half health it's enough to kill him. And unfortunately I lose my Lucario to sleep, and so I'm going to have to switch soon, but first I get to see what he brings out. And he decides to bring out his Kingdra, and when I saw that one, oh crap. So I know it's going to Dragon Dance, so I switch over to my only one that can take it, and that's my Typhoon, which is Starmie. Obviously he goes for the Dragon Dance. I don't know why he goes for the Waterfall here. Maybe he was expecting a switch, but why did you Waterfall?
Because that's the only attacking move I have with him.
That's the only attacking move?
Yeah.
You don't have Outrage?
No.
Oh, well, we can fix that. So I decided to go for the T-Bolt, try to get paralysis on him.
He's a mixed one, really.
Oh, he's a mixed one? Oh,
yeah.
that would explain it. I can see that. And I don't quite kill him. After Sandstorm, he'll be like 2 hit points left alive or something like that.
Yeah, I have like 4.
4 hit points alive. I switch over to Mr. Blue because I think he's going to Waterfall again.
Which I do.
Yeah, which he does. So
I didn't really think of all that.
Yeah, he didn't think about it.
I thought about Dragon Pulse and I'm like, nah, you won't switch.
Yeah, why would I switch?
Yeah, that kind of blew that one.
Yeah.
That might have cost me the match there.
It might have, because that not Vaporeon, but Starmie does do some incredible damage. And if you had managed to get some damage on Vaporeon, he wouldn't have been so hard.
And I have him named Flowers, or
yep.
her, I don't know why.
It's a her. So he brings out his Rose Raid. I'd go into Lucario for his...
Should have gone for Energy Ball here, but I didn't. Instead I go for Leaf Storm, which means 3 times in a row.
Two.
Two?
Yeah, it's only 2. You hit on the 3rd one.
That's right.
And I don't wake up, so basically this whole part is just him missing, then hit and kill. And since he's Choice Specs, which I proved later on in the match with the Valiant Sacrifice on Mr. Blue's part, he is able to one-shot the Lucario, and I'm able to take advantage of that later. So, goodbye Lucario, you served me well, because you did manage to kill off his Swalot, and managed to Sandstorm stall this guy, since he doesn't have leftovers. So go back into my Typhoon, and he thinks I'm faster, which I am, so he's going to switch now into Blissey, which is the ultimate Starmie Wall. And unfortunately my health is way too low to come back in, thanks to Stealth Rock, so I have to stay in and Ice Beam.
And I took advantage of that too.
Yeah, he took a lot of advantage of that, because he managed to set up the light screen and soft blow up to pretty decent health. Let's see if I can't get this a little closer. There we go. So basically that's all this part is. It might take a few turns. You're right, Gumpy, this does hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, should we use my DS next time? Or someone else's.
Well, because if we use your DS is a color you don't want shown on YouTube.
That's very true.
It's pink.
I bought it because it was the only DS I could find on sale, so...
I wonder why. There goes the light screen.
Yes, we wonder why, Vman.
Unfortunately, Sandstorm doesn't kill me off too fast, so I get a few hits off, hoping for the freeze hacks. That never happens.
Nope. Because Blissey's pure awesome.
Yep. Because at least if I got the freeze hacks, I would force him to switch, and I could try to hit something else. That way that Serene Grace would act... Not Serene Grace, but the other one would activate. Natural Cure, that's it.
Yeah.
Now I lose my Starmie. Okay, so now I have to switch, and my only way of hurting this thing is with Toxic. So I go into Mr. Blue. I figure he's going to switch to Road Raid, but just on the off chance he goes for something else, I went for the Toxic. And it doesn't matter because I know he's going to take Stealth Rock damage and Sandstorm damage on his Rose Raid.
Yep.
So he does, and takes no Toxic damage whatsoever. It would have been better if I surfed there. I wouldn't have sacrificed Mr. Blue so early. But I went for the Protect, get another turn of Sandstorm on him.
I was kind of mad at that.
And I know Vaporeon's really bulky, and even though this is super effective, he's lived through a lot. So I go for the Wish, but since this is Choice Specs Energy Ball, it will be able to do the one-hit KO after Stealth Rocks and all that. So that'll get rid of Mr. Blue, and it'll also do an extra turn of Sandstorm on Rose Raid, which is always good. So I managed to weaken it a little bit. I go into my best Rose Raid counter right now, which is my Kangaskhan, because he's so pro. I'm going for the obvious fake out, and he goes back into Regirock. I'm like, cool, maybe I get rid of this thing soon, because now after Stealth Rock and fake out, he'll be about a fourth of the health down, and since I have Hip Out on, he'll have to explode in order to make it do anything useful, lest he dies to Earthquake.
I was really hoping to get a T-Wave on Kangaskhan, which, if I had, that would have been a crucial part of the battle here.
Yeah, because it may have saved him from death. And I go into Hippowdon to absorb the T-Wave, because I know it's coming. I knew it was coming. And here's the explosion. I'm trying to roar just in case he went to Rose Raid, because I know if he explodes, I will live, because Hippowdon does not die to physical attacks. He just does not. He's just so powerful.
I know. He's very annoying.
That's why I use him. Okay, see if I can get this back into the camera. Yep, there's the Rose Raid. I know he's going to die to Stealth Rocks when I come back in, so I just stay in and burn another turn of Sandstorm, since his Regirock is now dead. Well, my arm's really hurt.
I know.
Okay, here, take over, Gumpy. Okay, there's the turn of Sandstorm. Okay, just like this, right there. Keep it right there. And
oh,
here's
crap.
Mega Kangaskhan. He has no choice but to leave it in or sacrifice something else to the fake out. So he decides to leave it in. It takes fake out because it wasn't going to last too long with Stealth Rock and Sandstorm up. And I still have the Sucker Punch in case it decided to stay in next turn and attack. Here comes Swellow, and he makes a big mistake here not using Protect.
Yeah, I should have gone for that.
Yep, he went straight for the Brave Bird. because he wanted to see if he can go ahead and kill me with, stab, really strong move. But he just doesn't quite have the power boost without the status effect on to guts. I ice punch, get back to a little closer. Okay, right there. I ice punch to knock it out. I'm a lot past halfway health, but it's cool. He sends in his last Pokemon, which is Blissey, and I'm just going to 2-hit KO with Earthquake, I believe. So that was it.
Good game.
Good game, Gumpy. You had a nice battle. I was left down to 2 Pokemon. The only Pokemon you did not see that I had was my last one, which was Credilli, because Credilli is Ultimate Pro, and that'll knock out the Blissey on next turn, even with the Charm. So that's the end of the battle. I'll let you watch that, and I'll be quiet for once.
That's right. Good battle, Vman.